you all. Hi. Hi. Welcome to Corner to the World. I was wondering who has been here last week? You? And did you try to guess the topic? No? Well, because no one guessed the right topic. So we have a little new strategy for this week, which will be revealed at the end of the event. But we still have the lottery winning game, so don't hesitate to predict what will happen in the next few weeks, okay? And for today's corner, we are very honored to invite Professor Charlene from EGT. Everyone please big hands. EGT 的红茶老师. And today our host will be Mark from 医学系. Yes, please say hello to everyone.
Hello everyone.
Okay, and for today's corner, we will have an interview between our very honored invited Professor Charlene and Mark. And during this interview, we will have a few interactions and discussions. And everyone who are volunteered to share your ideas with us, you will get a little gift. Okay, so don't hesitate to join us. Okay, and now I will give the microphone to our host, Mark.
Okay. So, hello everyone, my name is Mark. I'm a third year medical student. And during my study, I've always had this question in my mind. So, when I leave this school, what can I do aside from being a doctor? So for this question, I feel lucky to receive a lot of answers from my seniors and teachers, but I believe that many of us are also curious about this. So I would like to invite a teacher with a rich experience to guide us on this topic. Today we're honored to have our special guest from the Department of Biotechnology. Let's welcome Professor Charlene.
Hello everyone, I'm very nice to see you all here. So I'm Xiaoya Hong, and I complete my BS in the biotechnology at National Army University, and then I finished my PhD degree in the Institute of Microbiology at Taiwan University, and then I started my postdoc training at UC Davis. In the experiments, I learned some microenvironment, especially in the cell cytoskeleton in cell migration. And then I returned to Taiwan and joined the Institute of Medical Science in Academia Sinica due to the family issue, and I'm focusing on studying the lung cancer. So, and after my postdoc training, I transitioned to be a researcher at a medical research center at Cardinal Hospital. And I continue to study lung cancer and also cooperating with clinicians in lung fibrosis studies. And right now I joined the NYCU last year, and I combine my previous experience combine the lung cancer and the lung fibrosis. So right now, my research focuses on studying the microenvironment in lung cancer or lung fibrosis progression. So I'm very patient to translate my research to potential therapeutic and intervention in the future. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for Professor's introduction. And before our discussion starts, I would like to ask everyone a question. So what do you expect to be after graduation? Okay, so please scan the QR code and help me answer on the word cloud so that everyone can share ideas with each other. And if you clearly know what you want to be in the future, you can share your answer with us. But if you're not sure, you can submit all your possible options. Okay, so there will be some doctors, good human, Okay. And any other answers? I think we have a lot of people from different departments, right? Okay, so from this word cloud, we can imagine a society decades later that will, like, the people sitting next to you might become a doctor, a pharmacist, a rich man, a good human, an investigator, a physiotherapist, and other professions or other kinds of person, right? It's very interesting to see that in the future. Yeah, and it's also very interesting to recall and check if your career goals or if your goals change after 10 years or 20 years later. Okay? Okay, so thank you for responding this question. And our topic today is a roadmap to biomedicine. So most of our majors are in the biomedical field, and various kinds of career lives await our joining. And from today's Corner to the World, we hope to provide you with some useful advice to help you explore, reflect, and realize your future careers. So as we know, things are always easier said than done. And Professor Charlene, you must work really hard before you gain today's academic and professional achievements. So our first question for Professor is, what was your biggest challenge on the way to becoming a scientist, and how did you tackle this?
Okay, my biggest challenge was seeing my experimental data used in unexpected ways. So I still remember when I was a PhD student, I was dedicated in my own project, and I'm working very hard, and I using some maybe very key experimental data. But one day, to my surprise, my data has been included in a senior PhD student's paper, and I was not. I was this as a rarity minor author, and the more thing is more frustrating is I was not informed before paper submission. So I feel like my contribution has been under-evaluated. So I realized that, and I have no idea how to figure it out like that at that time. So to tackle this, I decided to talk with my supervisor, and I had an open and honest to talk with him, and I expressed my expectation for equally evaluate my contribution, and I expected to have many clear communication in the future. So at that time, I think I was very frustrated, but since I have this experience, so I try to stand up for myself and to explain what I think and what I want to my advisor. So I think that's really important for the future, and I want to my contribution won't be under-evaluated. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I think your mindset and wisdom to deal with the issue is really admirable and worth our learning. And an important aspect that Professor Charlene mentioned was the research ethics issue. So here we have a question for everyone. Should your professors use students' experimental results as part of their grant proposals or papers? You can feel free to discuss this question and share your own experience with the people around you. So we will have around 5 minutes to talk about this question. with your neighbors.
Okay, please find the people, a person who sits next to you. Can you say hi to her or him? Raise the hand.
Hello. And also, in my experience, there is a very strict research conduct about this kind of thing. So, the professor talking about this one. So, they follow the research conduct.
好。
So, the actual issue here is whether the student actually but even with that, the experience still never I remember correctly, it should be the idea that is also based on the whole class, not just the professor. So if I remember correctly, there should be an issue as long as the professor work out like independent.
没有，那我就直接带过去。
Yeah, that would be the last step in the process. Will it be something that was also how that professor thinks that is that depends on what you did and what you are supposed to do. So if you're if you have any intellectual contribution, that probably should be mentioned. Yeah. How do you think?
我觉得对，差不多。好。
Well, the main point is do you have any real intellectual contribution? And that is you only have this idea to provide major progress for this proposal. Yeah, that's it. It is that's likely your name is not so that's actually not
就想说大家现在，哦，好。 Okay, so thank you for discussion. No matter what your viewpoint is, I believe that you must have a deeper understanding and thoughts on the research ethics issue. So we're going to ask Professor the next question. So according to the statistics by the Department of Biotechnology and Laboratory Science in Medicine, about 30 to 40% of the graduated students work in the hospital as medical technologists, which means besides the White Tower, there should be some other options for students in the biomedical field. So our question number 2 for Professor is, what are some career choices for our biomedical students after graduation from NYCU?
Okay. Yeah, I prepared a slide here. So based on foundation of the medicine course, and we also teach students how to do the diagnosis and we also teach students how to do the diagnostic and the laboratory testing, so then they can become MT in hospital. And however, the development of many automated laboratory testing instrument has been developed, so their skill need to renew. They need to learn some bioinformatics, this kind of new technology or new information to have the laboratory quality assurance skill. So right now the student not only can be a MT, they also can have a skill, be a bioinformatics MT. And in addition to become an MT, we also training students how to be a technician and in the biomedical or the pharmaceutical or medical device. And then also can be a technician in the precision medicine and the artificial reproduction technology and also regeneration medicine. And if you have the patient in teaching or the public administration, you also can go to the public administration or academia. And some students, they go to the clinical research organization to become a clinical research associate or clinical trial assistant. Yeah, that's what our student the career goal right now.
Okay, thank you for introducing so many career options for us. And another critical thing is that to make the best decision among the choices. So how can students find their most suitable life career or their most suitable job? No,
okay.
No.
So I think you need to ask yourself, because you need to know you very well what kind of advantage or disadvantage you have, and you need to know what is your interest. But I would encourage every student to open mind to learn anything new, and you don't need to say no to any potential, because in the future you never know what kind of field would be the popular one. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for the clear introduction and analysis of the future career paths. So with the development of medical industries, an increasing amount of expertise is needed, and it seems that numerous options of workplaces and work styles allow us to put ourselves in the most suitable vacancy to fully apply our talents. So, however, AI is transforming the world and industries in the past decade, as we see. So, we have a question for everyone. What career choices in your field may be impacted by AI? Before group discussion, here is a quick survey on Slido word cloud. So please type in your answers on the word cloud. So we have answers ranging from doctor to engineer and software engineer. Do you think like biotechnologists or pharmacists will be impacted by AI or other biomedical related jobs, low skill work? Okay, I think maybe people are too shy to put their answers on the word cloud. So, okay, medical technician. Image vision. Okay, we have more and more answers. Editor, image interpretation, and a job that requires us to read papers, right? Because AI can really read papers in seconds. Okay, so I think we can move on to a group discussion about this question more deeply. So besides the career choice that may be impacted by AI, you can also discuss the reason or other jobs that may not be impacted by AI. So we have a 5 minutes discussion now in your group or the people around you. So let's discuss it now. Okay.
Have a speaker brain, speaker system for general physics, major physics, and zero. Graduate already. Speaker system for general physics for zero. And sometimes I realize that you can actually put an image, which is just a basic figure.
这个吗？第三题吗？
To answer the question posted on the chat.
Okay.
So in that case,
那这个是几点结
no
束？
need.
多长？
Because we are second. It turns out that we may not be because ChatGPT might be able to answer the question. But some questions that involve most of them, they
一点 ，OK。
getting
题目太少了。哦，知道1点之后这还是才可以。啊，50的时候，反正就是讲到50开放天文，把所有的，我觉得 OK 没问题。好，好，OK， 他后来就没有了吗？后来 Mark 就没有要讲这个。不知道，好啊，好啊 ，OK，OK，medical technician。 你说这个吗？你有写了，对，都对，都对，都对，对对对，PM 也对，OK， 好，好，好，好，好，哎，你应该可以写，哦，那这样不方便，OK，我来帮你线上跟手机可以吗？
我应该好，哦好，感觉现在应该时间算充裕，就是不会太那个，就是会啊，我会找几个volunteer。Okay, so thank you for the discussion. I believe that you must have found some endangered jobs that may be replaced by AI, and some super jobs that will not be changed by AI. So can we have some volunteers to share your ideas? Do you want to share your opinion on this? We will give you some small gifts if you raise your hand and answer, no matter your answer is. Can we have some volunteers? I think you want to answer. Okay.
Okay, I'm go first. Okay.
Okay,
So for
thanks.
MT mean a medical technician in hospital. So when you go to hospital, you need to be blood drawing and probably need to do some chemical testing. But because of the automated instrument, so the many kind of tests already run the automated. So this very reduce the manpower of the MT's work. But somehow, do you remember the epidemic, the pandemic, the COVID-19 infection, right? So the emerging infection coming, so the MT had another work because do you remember the fast testing using the PCR? If here we have the maybe 40% here, and only 5% got infected. Do you need to do individual PCR testing, or you can do another way to reduce the detection time? So at that time, the MT tried to figure out that they're using the pooling PCR. I mean, they pool 10 person to do one PCR, so they can narrow down the test, so they can fast to detect who got infected. So that's kind of different. That cannot be replaced by the AI. Okay. So although the manpower already replaced by some automated machine, but some I think the brain cannot be replaced. Yeah.
Wow, that's a great example. Okay, so does everyone want to volunteer to answer this? Yeah? Thank you. Yeah.
Labor in pharmacy, yeah. And I think some repeat things should be replaced by AI, but the pharmacy still need to do the last check for every decision. Yes. So AI is a helper, like you're just saying, yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's very true. So now we learned the choices, try to find the most suitable one, and even analyze whether it will be influenced by AI or not. So it seems like we know our most suitable job or dream jobs. But the cruel fact is, are we qualified for the job? So I would like to bring this question to Professor Xiaoling. So my question is, what is your advice for our students to help them better prepare for their career goals?
Okay. Yeah.
You can see that they are very a common feature or characteristic you can gain right now or prepare right now. The first one is independence, and the logical thinking, collaboration, communication, or you need to organization skill and the problem solving skill. Right now, this skill can be a culture in the graduate or an undergraduate stage. Because if you have this skill, you can do very well performance in any academy or industry or other related field. And if you want to go to the research or development, I think the curiosity or innovation or attention to detail or the perseverance and the passion will be also important. And for the clinical research organization, if you are a CIA means the clinical research associate, or you probably have a willing to travel because they need to travel a lot and communicate with foreign industry. And they need to know the clinical and the regulatory knowledge because the regulation usually change over the time. So you need to keep up the new information about this one. And also, if you want to, you have passion on teaching or you have passion on research, you probably need to have the passion and be very patient to learning because the new knowledge, especially in medicine or the medical technology, they are changed over the time, and they really need to have the passion for teaching because students they have different talent, so they have a different response for your teaching. So you need to have different kind of this skill here. And if you're willing to start in a company, I think the risk handling and you need to have adaptability skill to handle what could happen when you start in this company. Yeah, that's why I think the potential skills we here.
Okay, so thank you for the advice. I think if we regard college study as a preparation for a future career, then one of the most important key factors is the courses we take. So here we have another question for brainstorming, which is, what is the most useful course you have taken in your mind? So please scan this QR code and answer. We hope to find out the MVP course in NYCU. Yeah, it can either be helpful to your career or helpful to your life. Yeah. So now we have the answers. MATLAB, programming programming lessons, and anatomy, philosophy, neuroscience. Yeah, you can mention whether it is a lecture or experimental course.
So is anyone know what's the MATLAB? Everyone know that? Anyone can explain what's that to others? Probably not familiar with this one.
Yeah, do we have any volunteers to explain MATLAB? Just a brief explaining.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. No?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, MATLAB is coding, and we can use program language. It is like Python, C language, and we can use MATLAB as a coding technique to help us do some research or help us do some homework or task. Yes, so MATLAB is a very good lesson, and it is the most useful course I have taken ever. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
So is there anyone didn't take this kind of course? Oh, okay.
Who has
okay,
taken
still have
MATLAB?
someone. You need
Okay.
to take that one. Okay.
Wow, a lot of people. Okay, so we can move on to our question for brainstorming, which is, what is the most useful course you have taken? Or if you think you have a least useful course, you can discuss as well. And in what way can it benefit your future career or life? Or can't it benefit your future career? So let's discuss this now.
Me too.
I 还可以吗？还是上的哈，我有感觉到。 我有感觉到，所以赶快这样的回答。因为我应该是还是有些人没上过，对不对？对，我来帮他招生。你们是只开放给他们系学生，还是 open 给其他系学生？可以吧 ？OK。对，好。
We learn everything before calculus. They are all just some basic information like linear algebra, trigonometry, and stuff. And calculus is basically a combination of all of that. So in order to comprehend with all the mathematical tools that you can use, calculus is the course we take so that in the future we can use that as a language to see what's happening. That's why I think calculus is important for science.
其实我觉得都还蛮有用的。我觉得最没用的话，我比较难回答。对吧？因为我就是一个跨领域的那个组，所以就是发现说，其实这些东西都有关联性，包含说就是完全工程的东西，其实在医学上也是很有帮助。所以就对，我觉得没有什么课是没有用的，对啊。哦，对，好，应该不会有人讲 least usual 啦，我觉得。我先讲，好，没问题。
Logic is same because you need to solve the problem. You need to use
Make sure every step is correct to get the product.
This is one is for another is for design and science. And if they
Thank you for the discussion. Can we have some volunteers to share their most useful course and the reason?
Anyone? I heard a very interesting answer. That's a 微积分. Do you want to share with us?
maybe I can try.
Sure.
I would like to talk about the least useful class.
Okay.
Like a focus, like the professor mentioned, 微积分. Yeah, I think because I'm in the three class like 7 days, right? So why I choose science because my math is not good. Yeah, so that's why I choose the science. But when I was in university student,
and the class is mandatory for us to learn. So for me, it's like the torture, because I'm not very smart in the math counting. So for me, like weighting is it's not very good for me. Yeah, I suggest that maybe some the school can move the weighting to the selection, not the mandatory class. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your opinion. Any other volunteers?
Yeah, that's the most probably he think that's more unuseful. But is any useful class you have been taken? No, I think you have some thought.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we have a discussion about calculus.
The same?
Yeah, all of us think that calculus is actually very useful.
Really?
Take me as an example. My major is physics actually, and you need to use calculus to combine all the concepts you learned before calculus into a course, so that you can use math. You can use calculus as a language to learn science, and that's actually one way to interpret it. And some of the basic concept, basic calculus can actually do some major work to help you understand better in physics. So I think calculus is actually good. And also I was told that in some of the cases, calculus can be one of the great topics to hook up with girls.
Oh, really?
I am not sure why. I would love to know more, but that's what I know right now. Thank you.
Okay. Very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
thank
you
you.
can generate the subway and then you can use the subway. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for different opinions. So now it's our Q&A session. So feel free to raise your hand or type in the question in the Slido to ask Professor Shelling. So you can ask any questions. I think it's a testing response. Okay. So, yeah. You can also raise your hand directly. So maybe I can ask a question for Professor Shelling. So I want to ask that, is there any course that you consider especially important and beneficial for the future, but often neglected or denied by students?
Yeah, I think the communication and scientific writing is very important. So, for example, if you want to set up a top lab, okay, in the future, so you need to prepare the paperwork. The paperwork you need to do a lot of scientific writing and you need to communicate with the reviewer. So I think this kind of skill is very important, especially when you are in the college. You can try to learn and try to how to prepare this kind of skill.
Okay, thank you. So, wow, everyone is so shy. You should grab the opportunity to ask Professor questions. Then I can ask another question for you. So, by what point of time will you recommend students to determine their career goals?
I think you can prepare your career goal when you are maybe at the third or fourth degree in your undergraduate college, and you can design your goal in the earlier stage of your graduate education, because this stage you have another knowledge in understanding your field of the study, and you have a specificity can adjust or to refine your goal. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah,
but you need to remember the goal can be always change over the time. So you don't never to think one goal is always for your career. Yeah.
Thank you. So here we have some questions. The first one is, what kind of way can we try to or touch new things?
Okay, I can answer this one.
How?
I think you guys come here so you can know new people. You are in a different kind of field, so you can communicate. Through this touch the new person, so you can touch new thing, and you can open your mind to learn anything new. Yeah, that's the first step. So you guys already achieved this step. And the next step is you need to open mind to learn something new. When you get communication, you can ask more and try to ask more detail, not just the superficial. So when you got know to the more detail, you probably can know if that is a field you are interested. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So another question is, what career would be good after completing PhD?
For in my field, because I'm medical technology, so our field usually have different kind of career goal. For example, for me, I'm choosing the academy and the teaching, and some of my friends they go to the industry. Industry they usually writing the, for example, the clinical trial proposal, or they apply the new drug investigation, apply the new drug application, and they just writing the proposal, and they have a different kind of project manager could be another choice, and others they start up a company as well if they have enough economic capability. Yeah.
Okay.
If they have money enough.
Thank you. So next question is, what's the course you think it was useless, but after starting to work, you realize it is actually really useful?
Okay. When I was a graduate student, I think the biostatistics is very boring because I don't understand the professor is what's talking about. But right now, we analyze the experimental data. We usually need the biostatistics. That's very important, and we need to know what kind the group, how to do the grouping, and when the n is low or n is higher, so what kind of test we need to do. I think that's very important for the research or for the clinical trial, and also for the related field. That's very important.
Okay, thank you. So our next question is, what will you ask to students first when they are confused about their future?
I would ask them what kind of life they want to be, because everyone have different life goal, or because someone want to stable one, and some would like to have a change one. So that depends on your personality. If you want to have stable one, I would recommend my student to be a medical technician. If we want to have a challenge, you like to learn something new, I would say you can go to the industry, because the industry always can face many kind of things start. Yeah.
Okay, so because of the time limits, we can only ask Professor the last question. So, okay, so how do you find a job that fits you?
I won't say a job fits you. I would say that's a choice, because you can choose a job that's suitable for you. That's not the job can exactly fit you.
Okay, thank you. So before today's events end, we hope to invite Professor Xiaoling for some final advice and conclusion.
I think now we are only in the corner of the world, but I believe if you do what you are best at and do what you are best, and then one day you can let the world see you. Okay? Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
Thank you. And thank you for the invitation.
And thank you for joining today's Corner to the World.